Okay, I shot another video tonight. Today, not video, did an EVP session today for the first time in about 4 months. Really, my goal through all this was to get things down to a level that I could accept, something that I could live with. And that's pretty much what I have now. I've got little things here and there. I've got some footsteps at night. Um, I've got some disembodied voices. Like the other night, I was laying in bed and I heard a woman say, "That's impossible." And I was like, okay, well, that was pretty clear. I heard that pretty clearly. I rolled over, looked at my phone, and it was 2:57. So it was right at 3 o'clock. So they were a few minutes early. They're always punctual pretty much. But I can live with that. I'm not too worried about that. When I did the CVP session today, I got I got two disembodied voices and two EVPs. And the first one I was glad that I got it because it showed that things are still, they're still around here. But I didn't like what it said, and it said help us. She sounded pretty desperate, and that I feel bad about that. I want to help them move on to where they need to be. I don't want them trapped here because they can't leave, and I don't want them being distressed. The afterlife should be, uh, roses and rainbows, and everything's great, and I'm feeling good. They shouldn't be in despair. And that's what I kind of got from this. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to hear it, but I'm going to try it anyway. It is a disembodied voice, and it's a female, and she says, help us. Help us. I got another help us just not too long after that, probably about 30 seconds later. And it's also a disembodied voice. It doesn't show up on this graph. I don't know if you can see that. See that graph? See all those little hash marks? Those are sounds that the phone picks up. The disembodied voices don't leave a hash mark like that. So you have to listen to the whole thing or you'll miss it. So this is another help us. And it's a deep bodied help us. Okay, I know if you hear behind me some yipping and yapping, I have 5, 6 week old Shih Tzus. One of my dogs had babies. So you might hear that in this video. I did take that into consideration. My bedroom door was closed. And I've been going through this long enough to know what is a yip yap from a little baby puppy versus what is someone saying something. And that these helpuses were not 6 week old puppies making noise. These were actual requests of help us. The next one was just a help, and it was a very low, deep help. And that sounds more like the attachment that's in here that I know is still in here. He's just laying low. And then I asked them if they could say my name. This is probably the most important one on the list. I asked them, can you say my name? And they said Guyan, and that's correct. Guyan.
All right, well. All right, well.
Guyan. And here's me asking.
Can you say my name?
So that's really important. That is an affirmation that you cannot deny. If they say your name, and if your name is like mine, which is very unusual, it's not like Mike or Bob or Greg, it's Guyan. Okay, and you hear that, especially after you ask them to say it, you got yourself some gold right there. That is a Class A answer to what you were asking them to give you. Now, on the downside of this, I said, as I always do, thank you and goodbye, and I did not get a response. I think I got a you're welcome from the thank you, but it's really low. So I'm not sure what to make of that. But let me see if I can find it real quick.
All right. Come right up to his phone.
Sorry about that. See if I can find it. I don't hear it. I think that sounds like you're welcome, but I'm not exactly sure, so I'm not going to say it is. I don't want anything on here that's not absolutely 100%, what I tell you it is. So I'll listen to that again and see if I can make that out. If I can, I'll be sure and timestamp it on my list and I'll bring it back in the next video. I'll talk to you later.